Hello everyone and thank you for joining me. I was looking through my small collection of EDC fountain pens and I realized that I did not have the chance yet to show you one of my favorite brass fountain pens that I have. It is a pocket-sized fountain pen designed to look like bamboo and it has no brand name attached to it, as far as I know. Pretty small, pocketable and well balanced. It comes in two versions, a plain simple one and another version with what it looks to be an eagle attached to the cap. Attached in a slightly off way but still intriguing. Great roll stopper from my experience. The cap is threaded and needs to be twisted in order to be removed. Removing it will reveal a simple short section with a Schmidt No. 5 nib attached to it, which was actually a very pleasant surprise for me. There is a little bit of step up between section and barrel, but that is really not an issue. Because this fountain pen comes with a design feature that I don't think I have ever seen it on another fountain pen so far, and that makes it quite unique in my eyes. In order to pose the fountain pen, you need to remove the end from the barrel and mount it on the section, which will solve your problem with the step up between section and barrel, making it a very nice smooth transition. And then you can pose the cap by twisting it at the end of the barrel. A very neat feature in my opinion. A little fiddly to do all this, but well worth it. The only downside that I have found on the fountain pen is that the only cartridge that it comes with, it comes pre-installed. I don't know why that was done, maybe they are testing the fountain pens before shipping them. But you can put a small cartridge inside the fountain pen without the need to actually puncture it. But anyway, small complaint I guess. There was no mess on either of the fountain pens that I received when I received them, so I guess maybe not that much of a big deal in the end. With all that said, let's ink this puppy and see how it writes. Since there is no chance to use a converter on this fountain pen, I decided to use again the avocado ink cartridge that I have from Private Reserve. Installation of the cartridge was pretty straightforward, no issues there. A little bit of push, a little bit of squeeze and it was ready to go. The fountain pen writes great though, and the balance in hand is actually pretty good, and that step up ring works great. I do not feel it and makes the transition much nicer for my hand. As for the nib, well, no surprises there for me. As mentioned many times before, these nibs are one of my favorite nibs and I enjoy using them all the time. The nib worked great without any issues, just like any other Schmidt No. 5 nib that I have ever used. As far one of them I believe only one so far for me had an issue. A little bit on the wet side with this specific ink and paper, so I have a feeling that I might have to use the reverse a lot more in my drawing with this specific ink and nib. But I guess we shall see. Speaking of, let me switch over to the scribble mode and let's hope I will get something interesting with it today, compared with last week, which was a little bit of a mess. Alright, scribble time. Well, I sort of had an idea on what I wanted to do today, but only the beginning of it. I know I wanted to start with 3 circles on the page aligned in a pyramid-like shape, and that's about it. From there, I just started to add lines around them and slowly let them build up into whatever they wanted to be. And it turned out to be some sort of a curious alien plant-like looking monster. What else? Not sure what I can say about it, to be honest. I think I enjoyed the most working on the bottom part and how everything started to droop a little bit and then go back up, like a very old alien plant-like monster, probably in his 130s or something like that. Walking around like it doesn't care and at the same time being amazed by everything it sees with those wide open eyes. With 3 eyes, I think there will be a little that it could miss. Can you imagine if we would have 3 eyes instead of 2? How many dimensions could we see then? pretty simple drawing in the end, and I actually enjoyed it quite a lot. I think I could scribble a lot of weird odd creatures with this approach, and is most probably an idea that I might revisit again in the future at some point in time. Actually, I had a few neat ideas in the little sketchbook that I want to bring on this bigger piece of paper. With the scribble aside, talking a little bit about the fountain pen, in 3 words, I love it. Paired with that nib, for me, seems to be the perfect carry around tool for quick little sketches. When I don't feel like carrying a case for all my pencils, just a sketchbook and this fountain pen in the pocket with a few cartridges as backups in case I need to. Yes, it is a little bit fiddly to post it, and yes, if you tighten that ring too tight on the section when you try and take it off, battle will come off first. But if your goal is to use it for a while, I think the fiddly part is not as important or as distracting in my opinion. It's more like a preparation for an event. Also the fact that now you don't have to deal with the step up between the section and battle plays a huge role in my opinion, especially for those of you who hate step ups or find them uncomfortable. It's unique in its own way, and I love it for that. Mad props for the person who thought about adding that little ring. As for the nib, well, nothing new there for me, and for you, my regular viewers, is another number 5 Schmidt nib that works as it should and without any issues. I love it, and paired with that ink is quite a pleasant fountain pen to use. I did end up using the reverse a little more at the beginning because the nib on the normal side was way too wet for what I wanted, and then I switched to the normal side once I was working on shading. The good part about it is that I was able to fill in spaces quite fast and made the whole process a little faster and more pleasant. I love extra fine nibs, but sometimes when they are very fine, it feels like a chore when you have to fill in spaces with ink. And yes, I did end up using a little bit of pencil and color pencils to add some finish touch-ups to it. This is quickly becoming one of my favorite ways to draw or scribble. So, in the end, this was another fun session for me, and I did enjoy every minute of it, and also love the results that I got with. I'm putting this under the W column, and based on the 2 copies that I have, personally I have no issues recommending this little gem of a fountain pen. It definitely deserves at least a second look. With that said, thank you for joining me, enjoy the rest of the time lapse if you like what you see, and I'll see you next time. Wish you all the best and a wonderful day or night, wherever you are.